CQ, 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 and welcome back to the 599 Signal Report. I am your host, Ron, W2ELS. In our last two episodes, we talked about making contacts, hunting them, and activating parks. Both activities prove that you don't have to have a big station in order to participate in the CW hobby. You can get on the air with whatever you have, and even the smallest amount of signal can be heard by those big stations. But once you're hooked, once you realize CW is your passion, you might start looking at the classic ham radio philosophy of buy once, cry once. Today, we're talking about the investment side of the hobby. We'll explore why top-tier equipment costs what it does, and I'll share my own journey from budget gear to some significant upgrades. The first piece of equipment most CW operators invest in is their key. As we discussed in episode 3, I started with a very affordable, simple key, the CWMorris.US PCB straight key. It was the perfect, no-frills device to teach me the basic rhythms of dits and das. When you start out, an inexpensive paddle is great, and options are plentiful, such as the affordable one I picked up from Amazon, the Pooty Keg. But as your speed increases and your fist demands more precision, you start to appreciate the mechanics of higher end gear. I recently made the big upgrade, moving to the Begally Simplex Pro paddle. The difference is astounding. These investment grade keys and paddles, such as the famous Begally Pearl or the Vibraplex paddles, are often chosen by experienced contactors and high-speed operators for their incredible smooth action, stability, and precision. Talking to a fellow operator mentioned using the Begally Pearl, noted while he would never buy one for himself, his kids actually bought it for him. The buy once, cry once principle here isn't just about durability. It's about eliminating mechanical imperfections so you can focus purely on your sending skills. When you're sending at high speed, say 32 words a minute, which is a common quick speed for contests, you need hardware that can keep up. Next is the radio itself. For portal operations, CW is incredibly efficient, allowing you to work long distances with QRP/low power. You can use a simple small gear like the QRP Labs transceiver, which is only about $200 with shipping included, and is still effective. I started my POTA journey with great budget QRP radio, the Xiegu G90. It was fantastic starting point that helped me understand the basics of portable operation. However, as I became more active and pursued my amateur class license, I sold that rig and upgraded to a more powerful and very popular POTA choice, the Yaesu FT891. This upgrade allowed me to maintain a stronger, more stable signal for longer periods during the activation and use features optimized for serious contesting and portable DXing. For high-end contesters, the investments can be significant. Stations are built with expensive hardware and sometimes use rigs like the K3 or the Flex Radio series, which can be in the neighborhood of $3,000. These setups offer superior filtering, excellent receiver performance, and are built-in features that are crucial when pulling out faint signals out of crowded bands. These stations enjoy their limits for propagation against their high quality hardware. Ultimately, investing in a solid rig improves your ability to hear a pin drop and pull out those weak signals. Here's the key takeaway, especially for those new to CW or ham radio itself. It's perfectly okay to start with what you can afford. The existence of powerful competitive stations with high-end gear, massive antenna that shadows over everything, and their ability to run high power should not discourage anyone. It's a misconception that you must have big station to play on the radio. You can have fun with a hidden antenna or simple wire antennas elevated by inexpensive verticals. My journey started with a cheap CW Morris key and the Xiegu G90, and upgrading only after I learned the code, both through Long Island CW Club as well as the CW Academy, and committed to the hobby. It was a valid and enjoyable path. Starting with simpler equipment forces you to become a better operator, more skillful, while at the same time relying on your ears, techniques, and not brute force power or filtering. When you eventually invest in that big golly key or that high-end transceiver, you will appreciate it for its performance that is far more better because you already mastered the fundamentals on simple gear. So start now. Use what you have and enjoy the reward of the upgrade later. Whether you're saving up for that lifetime key or simply enjoying contacts with a basic QRP rig, the goal is always the same. Have fun and make those contacts. As my friend WB2KAO Tim says, if you had fun, then you won. That's all the time we have here in the shack. Thank you for joining me here on the 599 Signal Report. Until next time, this is Ron, W2ELS, signing off. 73.